Good
Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
afternoon.
We have a little update. Joanne Robinson has retired from this committee due to health reasons. So being the least likeliest person with the least amount of technical knowledge, I have assumed the chair of this committee. So if I ask some questions that you're uncomfortable with, welcome to my club. Can we do roll call, please?
The Broadband team is waiting for the host.
I don't have anybody waiting to join.
Melissa is waiting.
It should be, yeah, Melissa, maybe Lars.
The only participant right now is us.
Maybe on a different,
Could be. It might be on a different,
should be. But you're stuck with me, Ira.
Did we change the credentials from early?
We didn't change any credentials.
Or anything in the last email with the notes?
Okay, Ruth Grice. Here. Ken Graff.
Here.
Hugh Green.
Here.
Richard Handelsman.
Here.
Emma Horn.
Here.
Duke Horton. Bobby Levitt. Mary O'Sullivan.
Here.
Michael Zaslow.
Here.
Ira is here. Melissa Crouppen.
She's trying to.
Brian.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Fausto.
Here.
Mary Jane.
No.
Stewart.
No.
Bruce. Jerry. John Timmerman.
Yeah.
David Boaz.
Yeah.
Tony Burrows. Donald Foster. And our guests include Freddie.
here.
Patricia Caputo.
Patricia. Who else do we have? We have. Right. He's on there. He should be on there. Same as last time. Yeah. Okay.
What about Rich?
He was called.
Oh, listen.
Hi, Melissa.
Hi.
Sorry, must have used the wrong link. My apologies.
Is she?
Okay. We sent out the information again, just in case.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I was using the last month's link. I didn't realize they changed.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I asked. The link changed from one
They-
to the next?
I just asked Michael to go and have it resent out, just in case.
I got it. I'm good.
Okay. So I need a motion to accept the minutes by Richard.
One second.
Second, are there any corrections to the minutes, Mr. Richard?
Just that first word in the second paragraph, yes, there's a typo.
Okay,
Nice.
Tell me again where?
right here.
Yeah. And I don't know if the last name is correct.
For me, I have two last names, Vera Gonzalez.
Gonzalez with an L-E-C, not a K-E-C. That's a correction, Bobby. It's L-E-C.
What's next to each other on the keyboard?
That's why.
Are there any other corrections to the minutes?
You want other typos, just little typos? Yeah, here, I'll just show her.
I'm not even gonna
Okay,
pay any attention. Yeah, aren't typos in there.
okay, that's good.
Typo's a typo.
Yeah.
Typo.
Hearing no other corrections, the minutes will be accepted as corrected. Okay,
Okay.
okay, can we hear from Breeze Line on their service call review?
Certainly. How are you, everyone?
Okay,
Okay, so some good news and just kind of, as we're now moving towards stream, the numbers are looking much better and they're looking a little different. So Freddie and I kind of reviewed them and we wound up running them for the whole month of May because the beginning part of May, we were still on TiVo, scheduling TCs for TiVo, the legacy boxes, and then move towards now scheduling upgrades. So with that being said, the total number of TCs for the month of May was 169. Yes, which is, I mean, we've been averaging what, 300 to 400 a month. But again, the reason for that is we're no longer scheduling the trouble call for a failed legacy TiVo. We're moving that over to a change of service. So with that, of the 169, we did still see 81 repeats, but a lot of that is a mix of customers that had a TC within the previous 30 days. So they may have fell into that group. As far as stream related trouble calls that we had, there was 17 of them, but 8 of them were more customer education than anything related to service or placement of equipment. So one of the things that we're doing is making sure our techs are doing a better job going through the product, spending a little bit more time on the education, also making sure that they kind of educate the customer, also that if they have questions, they can go to the store. They don't necessarily have to wait on another service call. And then at this point, we have 502 customers that are on the Stream platform.
Progress.
Oh, getting some feedback.
That's me.
Oh, you have to mute yourself, Beth.
Yeah.
They're all coming.
Let's correct that.
Oh, Beth,
I'm trying.
Nathan, you.
I'll just hang up.
No, so I can mute from. Can you read my writing?
Yeah.
It's the spelling, right?
So we've updated 502 clients. That's the
Correct.
number.
As of yesterday, late afternoon, we had 502 completed stream conversions to date.
Okay. Have you gotten any feedback, positive or negative?
In regards to the new service?
Yes.
I think from the store, I think overall, I think it's positive. I mean, it's a much upgraded platform. I kind of will defer maybe to Ira and or to you all at the committee if you guys have heard anything, but I know we were at the delegate meeting last week, Friday. So again, I will defer to either for UNET or Ira that were there. They got to see the customers. If they've received any feedback while out there on site. I don't have that feedback.
For that, on the tech side, when the techs do arrive and they present the new products, there is some excitement there. So that's what I'm hearing back from my technicians. I know, like Melissa mentioned, Ira and Yannette were at the delegates meeting, so they probably got some more detailed info. But yeah, from the techs, it has been positive once we're doing the install and going over the education portion of it.
Okay.
Happy customers.
I know that we've had Ira and I've in the back of your package, we've come up with a nice new complaint form. So if a person, they're available at the lobby, they're available there. So that gives as much information as possible. Once they get turned into us, Erica sends it to Ira. So you have a complete form and it's easier for us we're keeping a record. Hopefully you guys are keeping a record of the issues that we're having. And hopefully this will resolve. If I don't, the only time I'll send you an email is if I don't have one of these forms filled out. Otherwise I'll send you the form so that you know that we're not fudging the numbers. Because I see, I'm not sure of what's going on, but in Greenbrier, we definitely have a problem.
Let me address that because I was just catching up about Greenbrier before coming here.
Yes.
We worked on the building yesterday.
Yes.
We're still monitoring it, but we believe we might have fixed the problems. I did call Ms. Adler before coming out.
Okay.
I forgot what unit she was.
207.
Yeah, she did explain what she was experiencing. And I did schedule a tech for tomorrow morning to meet with her.
Okay.
But we do believe that the issue has been repaired, but I still wanted the tech to go out there to meet with her to look over the issue. Awesome.
Okay. So, again, I'm not the tech person. I can rebuild your engine, but I can't put it.
Yeah.
But Your lineman was at my house yesterday after he told me that he fixed it.
Mhm.
And I did my speed test and I was at 104 and 15. Okay, this morning it was 0.08.
And that's off your phone or?
That's off my computer.
Okay, so let's revisit it. We can send
I-
that
okay,
meter
so-
stick back out there.
But
and
I'm saying, this is not my house. I have unit 104,
Mhm.
404, 405, 207, and there was one other unit that I got complaint, the same thing.
No,
Is this at Greenbrier? Fausto?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
It's
Oh,
all
okay.
green, this is all Greenbrier. In one building, we have at least 5 units that all have the same problem. Go ahead, Michael.
So yeah, I took a look at that as well, because a couple of people were having that issue regarding the connectivity. What I saw was even after so before the modem was rebooted, what you were looking at was about a download of sporadic with a lot of jitter jumping up to around 3 to 5. And then your upload was 0.08 at maximum when it would connect. After the modem was reset, it jumped back up to fairly standard. On one of the connections, it was not the new service, so it jumped back up right around to 100 on the download for its Wi-Fi, right around 15 on its upload. That held for approximately 10 minutes before the problem repeated itself, showing heavy jitter on the upload latency before we ran back into the same problem, and that was consistent across a few different units.
Okay, I'm gonna give all that feedback to our maintenance guy that's been working the issue, just so he's aware of what to look for. But he was testing for all of that because it was more so of a noise problem, which would cause that. So let me get back with him and just have him continue to investigate the issue and find a solution.
Because I know like the last 3 weeks, there's 2 nodes, 23 and 24, that affect us in Greenbrier, and they've been working on it.
Yeah.
But the numbers just don't jive. You
Yeah.
know, it's just too much of a spread. And and within 10 minutes, I can do the speed reading
Right.
and get 10 different results. Every time I get something, I never got 0.08.
No.
It's usually like 0.4, like I showed you last time, but only yesterday afternoon after he came to my house to tell me that he found some interference, and it wasn't with our nodes, it was someplace else, he told me.
Yeah.
But he's been keeping an eye on it, what you just told me, and I just for the hell of it, I did it, and it was like 15.6.
Yeah. Well, I'll get with him right after this meeting. Just to
Okay.
go over everything you guys are letting me know about.
Yeah.
And we'll get it working. And I'll get with his manager as well.
Okay.
Just so we can all
This is-
run it together.
I think that the problem is not in the house. I think the problem is in your infrastructure.
Right, so
I-
that's what we're looking into to see what it is. Now, it could be something from within the house that we've discussed before as far as noise. But we'll look into it, we'll narrow it down and get the solutions,
Okay,
get the resolutions going.
okay,
Foster.
yes, yes,
So I know Mary said last time we had a meeting that we should be able to articulate specific units that were having problems or had good experiences. And I just wanted to tell you, at the delegates meeting, I have 3 friends, all in D, that went to the desk and had a great experience there. And one person was scheduled. And she had a wonderful experience getting installed. That was in Wellington D. Her name was Christine Zuza. And she had a problem the next day. She called them. They came and they resolved it. And she said, everybody's been so nice and professional and she's loving the service. So even with the blip, she was still happy.
Hate to hear about the blip, but
Yeah.
but great to hear that she did receive great
Yeah.
things.
yeah, just, go ahead, Patricia.
On a positive note, even though my speed also, you check my speed, it's always low. I'm happy I changed the service. My TV looks like a new TV, the picture is brighter. And I actually love it, I really do. If you could just fix that business with the speed, other than that, I had a problem too, because we had a little surge blackout. And it kind of went offline, but the guy came yesterday and fixed it in like 10 minutes.
Awesome.
I'm very, very happy with the new service.
Yes, John.
I got my new service June 1st. I had two gentlemen at the house. Mentioned Jose and Kristen. Excellent, excellent people. They found the problem with the modem and the internet. They switched me over to Streamline. They hooked me up. He explained the remote. I asked him for a channel. He said, "Oh yeah, I got a few in the truck, but I already had one. I just wanted to test them." But he went over the remote with me. He stayed until everything was up and running. We checked the speed on my phone, my tablet, and my other cell phone, and the speed was excellent. That's June 1st. And I have not had a problem since. Everything has been working excellent. So I got to give thumbs up for that. Neighbor upstairs, since her little problem, she's running fine. So I know there's a few other people that had it. I haven't heard from them. But I still think this system is good for the people that know how to use it. I had one unit owner, Louise, who sent me this nasty text message.
Ira got it. Don't worry about it.
But she's not, she's not me. She's not Michael. She doesn't know how to use the remote and so forth and so on. So I didn't want to even go down and try to help her because then I would have to listen to it. But I think hopefully it was squared away because I saw the truck out there. But as far as the service, picture is clear. I did take some time and try to record something, which I've never done before. And I will not do it because I don't have enough time to watch these things. And I found out how to do it and I found out where it was and I played it and everything's been great. I got no complaints.
Right there.
As far as the installation and the group of people that you have inside the village, you got 100%. As far as your call and text center, you get a 0. Absolute 0. I just sent an email to Ira this morning. I have a blind person who can only depend on her remote to activate it by voice.
Right.
She couldn't get through. When she finally got through, they said, "Well, we'll send you one, but it's going to cost you $50." Okay, and we still get the same complaints. Long time on the phone, poor response time, people being told they got to pay for a roll call, they got to pay for service charges. And, I hate to deal with Ira because I'm driving him crazy. He says, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. But when you're dealing with an elderly person that's having an issue and is told we can't fix it unless you pay us, they don't want to hear anything else. All they hear is I'm paying and I don't want to pay. So this is something that Mr. President has to fix. I know that you said that you're going to be working on that. Yes.
Well, either Lars, since he addressed you, I'll pass it over to you, but you'll probably reiterate everything I was just going to talk about, but go ahead.
So, Pasto and the team there, yes, I think you can see incremental improvements all across the board. Call center is next. Okay. I can't, we're a decently sized company, and we're working through a lot of different issues to be better and better and better every day. Call center is a kind of an animal in and of itself. Again, as I told you, my peer has become my best friend, and we're working on new, new folks will be answering the phones, new 800 numbers, new routing of those calls, as I like to say, skill-based routing, which means it's going to go to the people that know Century Village. All of that's in the works. Bear with us as we work through it. It's a transition. New people are going to be answering the phones. That's going to be happening over time in the next few months. And we're going to, as I like to tell you every meeting, incremental improvements. We're going to keep getting better and better and better and better. That's our goal.
I know you're working on it, but just remember, those are your frontline people. Your customers, those are the first people that they talk to. And usually they come to us when they're frustrated.
I understand you.
Yes,
yeah, and Fausto, real quick, Ira is and Unette, they're escalating what they're hearing, what you're telling us. I can tell you that we're also researching it on our end to see where the miss is in regards to, why are they getting long wait times? Are they not authenticating at that front end or identifying that they are in a bulk, whether identifying it by their phone number or calling from their phone number? Also reiterating to our sales teams that, there is free installation for Century Village. There are free service calls for Century Village. And again, as Lars mentioned, we're working with a new team that we're in the process of training. They're in class as we speak. So myself, Unette, Lars, we have a first hand in this, and I assure you that this will get better.
Yes, Richard.
The, Melissa, the 170, that's about a 33% drop. Can we get the same month from the previous year to see how much is due to the end of the season and how much may be due to the installation of the new streaming services?
Well, I can tell, and we are working on that. I know you sent that request over, and I did not have time to pull that in time for this meeting.
Okay.
But being that we are not, if a customer today calls in with a service issue on their equipment, it's not going into our system as a trouble call, which is why we see that big drop in TCs, but we're also seeing that the big increase in equipment swaps, as far as change of service. So the numbers for sure are going to be less. I mean, I look back, just the last 6 months, and we know that's really in the height of season, and we were at, 400, 4+ consistently. But I will have those numbers pretty much, from last year to this year, year over year, for the next meeting. But
Yeah.
you will see a considerable drop just in, like I said, because we're not really scheduling that trouble call. So the more that you see the number of stream installs increase, that's kind of where we're at, where you're seeing those numbers. So even though we know they were having a service issue, but now we're installing them with stream, and we should consistently see that number of trouble calls go down.
So, Richard, your suggestion is a good one. The year over year, as you know, I passed it along to Melissa and the team. We'll pull those numbers for you. And then, yes, trouble calls are down because we're now doing equipment swaps. But the intention, of course, is once we get through the equipment swaps, that those trouble calls remain at that decreased level and continue to decrease. That's the intention. So we'll get through the installations. Once they have their service and they're stable, then hopefully those trouble calls start to drop, and we get into a really, really terrific space with you guys.
I can just make a suggestion. One of the things that I found when I was on the line waiting for a representative was queue management, telephone queue management. And I was at 50 some odd minutes, and I waited and I waited and I waited, and I got all the way down to 15 minutes. Okay, and the next thing I heard was, "You're next in line at 40 minutes. Okay, that does not work well. Okay, so someone needs to look at why is it that queue management is not being maintained, because if you wait and you wait, you get to a point where you just get frustrated and you hang up because of the fact you waited for close to a half an hour, and now you're all the way back to the back of the queue, okay, waiting all over again for someone to answer the phone."
So if I can ask, if you could provide your phone number or the number that you called from, if you know the approximate date, so I can look into that further. Because like I said, just like we're asking you for specifics when I go back to care and say, I'm hearing this, that, and the other, they want to see it as well, so we can kind of work backwards and research that.
Okay.
So Ira, before you leave, if you could see if you can grab that information, and then this way, and I can research it.
Yeah, I'm going to talk to Ira anyway about something else.
Yeah, but no, you're absolutely right. In this day and age, we should be able to do the queue management better than that. And of course, the wait time should not be that long. But the only way to put the screws onto our systems, systems people, our call center infrastructure, and everything else. We need the specifics to then go forensically go in there and go figure out why did this call get lost, or why did this call go back to the back of the line? Because we can do that if we have the specifics. It's very helpful if you provide those things, and we will go to work on them. Trust me, Melissa and myself and Freddie and the team and Yunette and Ira are dogs with a bone. We're not going to let this go. We're going to keep, as I said, incremental improvements. We're going to keep moving it, moving the needle for you.
Okay. Do you have any other business that you would like to, any new business that you would like to discuss with us?
Truly, no, we're just really focused on these conversions, trying to make sure that things are going the way they should be, staying on top of the technicians, making sure that the education process of it is reaching the customer. So that's where the focus is right now. I just got a message back about Greenbrier A. They're checking it right now. So we hope to have that resolved in a matter of an hour or so. If not, we'll continue working on it.
Yes.
I have a question about when we were initially starting to roll out the new streaming, the concern was that it was gonna be an avalanche and you guys were gonna get hit really hard.
Right.
What are you able to handle the requests at this point? Are they coming in at a reasonable amount?
It's very reasonable. The numbers do match what we would see kind of on the trouble call side on a monthly basis. So it hasn't hit that avalanche, but we haven't been really promoting it to create that avalanche effect as of yet. So we have controlled it pretty well. We probably can ramp up a little bit more, but we like that we are being able to manage it and control it and move along pretty well with our inventory. So
That's the question. Ruth, do you expect to have anything new in the next UCO reporter
About,
the rollout?
We
not been given anything.
plan on doing an ad in August. And that will focus on the new rollout. And I know we talked about it on our last meeting in regards to kind of a separate article, kind of promoting the store, making sure that as customers are getting their new service, where they can go to get help, also promoting, going online, looking at that, our how-to videos. So more to come on that, and that will also kind of ramp up, I think, and then more time, like I said, we've been at the delegate meeting the last 2 months. Our plan is to be there monthly. So I think as word gets out there. And then I know, Fausto, you asked for new business and I saw Donald come in. So hi, Donald, how are you? Good. I have a question. I know you shared some information regarding possible work being done by AT&T on the property.
Yes.
Didn't know if you had any more info on that you could share, just because we want to make sure if they are going to start any work that they, don't touch our infrastructure. So we don't have any,
we haven't met with the project manager yet. She's been trying to get in here. We're just missing each other. Best I can tell you is it's replacement of copper with fiber. And that's pretty much it. We haven't had any, I haven't had any reports of people's cable going down while they were working at specific buildings. But I do see the truck work.
Just make sure whatever work they're doing, they are calling in locates and that sort of thing. Because if they are going to start,
they made it clear that they were.
awesome.
Okay,
All right.
perfect.
Well, but I will keep an eye on it for you.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
Did anyone say good job to Ira about that table in the lobby yet?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, good. I make sure I figured this together, but.
Mary, you had something to say?
Yeah, you know what, on both sides of the house, what I'm hearing is when the tech talks to the customer, he or she makes sure that customer has their name, because that's what seems to be working. And we need to educate people when you're making a complaint, who was it? What was the name of the tech that you were told you that? I think that when that happens, I think you get better results. I have your name, you have my name. You know, I really think it should be something we educate everyone, is to get the name of the person who told you that. And once they tell you, okay, this is gonna cost money, say, what is your name?
Yeah.
And then you drill it down.
Yep, that is something that we can,
Right.
as Lawrence mentioned, once we have something that we can work off of, we work it back, and yeah, having a name helps.
Drill it to the tech to say, make sure that each person you service has your name for callback in case there's any issues.
Well, your confusion, Mary, you're talking about two different things.
Yeah, and one.
Number one, one is the tech that comes to your house.
Right.
The people that are being told is an answering service that they're being told. So they're not coming to your house. They may not want to give you your name. But if you give them the date, and the time, they can go back and check who you were talking to.
But they should give you their first name at least.
If they want to, they don't have to.
Okay, then you just write March 1st.
Right, that's what we need.
Did not give the name.
This is exactly,
Works in every scenario.
this is what the same thing that we do with transportation. I have a problem with a bus. What date, what time? I don't
Right.
remember. It was 2 weeks ago.
Right,
We asked you for the bus number
right.
and the time and the route if you have it. And that the company takes the rest. So I mean, the tech that comes to my house, I have a short-term memory. I don't remember his name. Okay?
Jimmy.
But it could have been Freddie. I don't know. But when they make a tech call, they know the time, they know the tech that's coming to your house. So if you say Tuesday, June 10th, at between 2 and 4 o'clock, the tech that came, they can go back in their record and they can see who the assigned tech is. So it's more important the time and the date than the person's name. Right or wrong, Freddie?
Same with the phone call as well.
Same thing with the phone calls.
Oh, so you wouldn't get their names?
No, we'll have all the information. If they touched your account, if they called you, we'll know exactly. Once we get the day and time, we know exactly what it was.
That's it. That's all you need. Yes, Richard.
I've never needed a tech. That's great. When you talk about techs coming to the house, is there a form that you could construct like this one that the tech gives to the customer? It has his name, the date, the time, and the instructions on running the new equipment that that client has.
They
Give them a piece of.
They give you
Yeah.
And instructions, yeah.
Right, we have a Stream TV brochure that goes over everything that the tech is gonna explain, but it's a leave behind. So if any confusions or anything, you can go into that booklet and it should explain how to utilize the.
So they do get something.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's workable,
Right.
because when, after you guys left the first time, I forgot a couple things and I just pulled it out.
Yeah.
I was able to.
Is that booklet online?
We have one for.
It's online, and also there's some in the cable store. There's plenty brochures and channel lineups and everything.
Yeah, and we,
And Fausto, I can reshare, I think I shared links to all the how-to videos. I think I gave a hard copy or a soft copy of that brochure. So I can go ahead and, resend that out to the group if you want to circulate it.
yeah,
And then
that'd
we'll
be,
also
that'd be
have-
fine, yeah.
Yeah.
And if you have some brochures that you have at the store, why don't you bring some here? We'll have them in the lobby.
I'll do that today.
Okay.
Doesn't that make sense? If somebody comes in, I know, I do want to say we did have one individual that did not get a full. I called Ira said to the gentleman to go to the store. They spent 45 minutes with him and he came back saying, thank you. So you have a plan and process.
About the store.
It worked. It worked. So you're making progress.
Amazing.
You're making progress. Yes, Michael.
Yeah, and on that front, I think it sounds from the feedback I've gotten that the technicians are doing a much better job with making sure everyone is connected to the Wi-Fi network and that the old network is preserved and renamed. Because that was a big pain point before with follow-ups and people having issues, and I haven't heard anything about that. So that's
All right.
a win.
Physicality works.
There you go.
Eventually we'll get it straightened out.
Yep.
Do we have any old business? Okay, I do, the committee members, I'm gonna pass around a form. If you want to stay on the committee, please fill it out and give it back to me before you leave. Because there will be some changes to the committee as we go down the road. So if you're on the committee, you're a vice president, you don't have to fill it in. And Ira's stuck here, he doesn't need to fill it.
Was it an Ira card?
So,
Anybody else need one?
anything else?
I just want to go over that application,
Which one?
the complaint one.
Oh, the complaint form, yeah.
It's on our website.
I was gonna
They
get to
could
that.
download it and fill it out online and email it to the office here.
Okay.
So it's just constant, it's emailed here, then we can email it to you guys, and we left enough things on there for information, as far as whatever's involved. You know, whatever complaints they have, how they handled it, you know, who they contacted, our breeze line, the date of service, or ticket number. So there's plenty of space to put all the information in there. Because sometimes they fill them out here, you can't read a word they're writing.
Yeah.
Did
That's one
you
of the
guys see a copy of this?
Yes, I saw my first one at the delegate meeting.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's why we came up with that, and it seems to be going over pretty well.
Like John said, that was gonna be my next thing, that we made it interactive. They can actually go on our website and go to where it's, where we have forms. They can actually fill it in online, print it and email it back to us.
As far as the technicians coming to the house, I mean, the first thing I do is write down the date and time they're supposed to be there, 2 to 4:30, and I write down what time they arrive. I ask their names. I don't always get the same people, but I mean, I keep track of this stuff, so if there is a problem, I can use the form, or I can call Ira, or I can call Fausto, and at least I'll have that information. The more information I feel, and the same thing with the transportation committee, you know, it has to be detailed, you know, I mean, it has to be really detailed so we can pass it along and try to resolve the issue immediately with all the details that you're providing us.
Yes, Ken, go ahead.
Is this available online?
It might be available online, but I'm handing it out to the committee that's in here.
I don't think this.
How many would you like? 1, 2?
Back to school, hey, pick a pen.
Never ask a teacher about pens and pencils. We have number 2, 3, we have pens. Anything else, ladies and gentlemen? Yes, go ahead, John.
I don't usually call when I had a problem in the past. I always use the chat. And then you'll get the name of the person you speak to on the chat. And if they can't resolve my issue in the past, they've always had someone call me. That person's always called me within 5 minutes.
Right.
And, you know, I know several times, because like I thought I was speaking to somebody in Pakistan or some other country. And one time I had to kind of speak to somebody that could speak English. And they have no problem with that at all. They transfer me over to somebody else. But I think the chat, I got better results out of the chat than picking up the phone and waiting 2 hours or an hour. on the phone.
Is this meant for after you try to call into customer service or the chat?
It's for people that get frustrated, they can't get a straight answer. So we asked them to, we made these forms available. We have them here, we handed them out last, at the delegate assembly.
I've been getting them.
Yeah,
I have noticed that on some of the forms, when I look at the account first,
yeah,
before I call, I haven't seen like a record of any call into customer service or
right,
any service visit or
right.
anything like that. So I was a little concerned that it's, you know, it might be some people that they may have an issue, but instead of calling first to address the issue,
Right.
they're gonna go to the form and bring that in. I mean, and if they do and I get it, you know, we'll take care of them.
Yeah,
You know, one at a, you know, as we get them one at a time. But I just wanted to mention, I have seen that.
Okay.
Other forms where, yes, you know, you can see that they had.
Yeah, they had a call.
They had service issue and, you know, so on.
Yeah, we can make it.
We'll educate them to try to get as much information. That's the first question. When was the last service call that you had? Right, Hugh?
Yeah.
That was 3 weeks ago, and then I went on vacation. That's what you told us.
I did.
Yeah.
I went on vacation.
But your first statement was, I was without service for 3 weeks.
But then I went on vacation.
And then you went on vacation.
There's priorities and there's priorities.
I'm sure there is. But when I gave the information to Ira, I told them exactly what you said.
Exactly.
You had the problem and then you went on vacation.
When I scratched my bald head.
Keeps down a lot of here.
I did. Last 5 years, it's gotta disappear.
Ken, did you have anything else that you had? Or you were just asking for a pen? Oh, okay, all right. Good and welfare, anybody? Did we answer all your questions? Did we give you enough to help you out?
Think so.
Yes.
Yes, I mean, obviously, I've been on these calls for a long time, whether in person or online, and I know prior the last few months, I could definitely feel the frustration from the group, from the residents there, and I'm happy to hear the positive feedback that you all shared today with us, and I hope vice versa, that you're seeing these incremental improvements, you're hearing some more positive feedback from residents. And we're just gonna keep improving.
Okay. Patricia wants to know when she can get her next TV.
What, remember I won the TV?
Yeah.
It's still working good.
Yes.
And she wants a 65-inch now.
All right. Well, it's been that was at the very beginning. I think when we first did our launch at the property.
Exactly.
So yes.
Yeah, she won the raffle and I'm going, you won. She goes, no, I didn't. Here's Patricia Caputo on TV. Okay.
I was just gonna say I have more of a memory of the way her reaction came up there kicking her leg. I was very impressed.
At 82.
And the best part, she said, how am I gonna get it home? And you said, don't worry, we'll deliver it. You delivered it.
It's great.
It was very nice.
By the way, with the new service, I love that they took away most of that cable and wires.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Anything, you had? Yeah. If anybody else doesn't have anything to bring up to the table, I'll ask for a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Thank you, everybody.
That was so good.
Thank you.
I had a hit with Brown.
Thank everyone.
Thank you.
We appreciate it. Thank you.